Hey Aries, we're going to do your monthly reading for June 2020, and this is a general reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Aries. Sit in silence and feel your heartbeat with the rhythm of your life force. Everything that has ever happened before you were born and throughout your life has brought you to this moment right now. How are you embracing it? Okay, I'm going to do your past, present, future with the Osho Zen Tarot before I start into your main spread for June. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For your past, we have awareness. So you probably went through a situation, kind of like a wake-up call a little bit, where you were cleansed of old illusions and became aware of yourself, maybe even your own habits, how your perspective has been thus far, and it's kind of like stuff like that, and gaining self-awareness and removing yourself from a state of fear and more into a state of trust. And then for your current situation, we have exhaustion. So you might be doing work that has isolated you and made you feel exhausted and possibly ill. For some of you, I would suggest maybe going to a doctor if possible. And this is kind of like the Nine of Wands energy, where it's just trapped by unfulfilled work for some of you. Unfulfilling work, something that's definitely unsatisfactory. And then for your future, we have guilt. This is like the Eight of Swords. So it's kind of like feeling trapped in your mind and guilty, like a nightmarish, you can't get any rest from it type thing. I'm going to go into your main spread for June now. Aries. June 2020 for Aries. For your current situation, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is a really like impulsive energy, indulgent, egotistical energy. It could be you. I do feel like you might be slipping into behaviors outside of yourself, your higher self. And then in your recent past, we have the Four of Cups, feeling a little bit at a loss, feeling focused on one thing while ignoring offers. Your emotions were put into something that... Your emotions were tied up in something that couldn't let you focus on the perspective outside of that. And then for your abilities, we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So something's no longer moving forward. I feel like you're going to no longer move forward on something. This is your abilities for June. For your love, passions, and interests, this month we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So working hard on unfulfilling work. Again, working yourself into exhaustion for something that's not satisfactory, that you're not satisfied with, not fulfilled with. For the outcome, we have Seven of Cups. So, there's illusion and not being able to appreciate the cups that you have before you. In this one, you can see like this person is pulling the stable person's attention to this floating island, but how the hell are they even gonna get over there? There's no fucking ladder. So there's a need to definitely ground yourself and figure out what you want to work on that will fulfill you, is what I'm definitely can see as far as right now. Four of Cups. Oops, I'm going to start clarifying now. Four of Cups for the recent past for Aries. Four of Cups. Lots of water here too. You might be a Pisces cusp. Four of Cups. Yeah, you might have been just, you know, a little bit emotionally focused on getting closure from an ending that might have taken place. Let me see. Or tied up in something that had ended. And it might have clouded your clarity, perhaps. Let me see. Yeah, definitely. So your clarity, you're maybe getting a little, in your recent past, you got a little bit swept away in this ending, and it did cause you, this is the second time we have a lot of like nightmarish sword energy, a lot of in your head space, no longer having clarity. Why is awareness here? Or some kind of clarity that came in, some newfound information, you know, cutting through bullshit and finding clarity in a situation, like finding out someone had, you know, a job or something had been untrustworthy and just feeling like nightmarish and betrayed by it, exhausted, possibly taken advantage, a lot of anxiety and insomnia maybe. Awareness, please. Awareness for Aries. I feel like you had visions though in the recent past to pull you out of that and to gain awareness, to pull you out of that headspace. You had visions, you had dreams that possibly helped clear your water. And let's see, Knight of Wands in reverse for the current situation, Aries. You're gonna have to be patient. I have the Temperance card with whatever this energy is, whether you're the one being impulsive, a little bit egotistical, and insecure possibly, or competitive. With that, you're just gonna have to either be patient with yourself and clear your water, or be patient with the person that's acting that way. Regain your balance and your clarity, and that's when the blessings can come in. The trust, you can trust yourself with good decision making. Yeah, I feel like you need to get back into a place where you can work harmoniously with others. And why is exhaustion here for Aries? I have the Page of Wands in the World. So you're excited about something, but you're not really going through the motions. You're not really going through the cycles that you need to. You still have some healing that need to be taken place, and you're ignoring the red flags of possibly working yourself into an exhausted state right now. And it's preventing you from being patient and clear in decision making and working well with others. Eight of Wands in reverse for the abilities this month. June, Aries, Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel like without balance, your chariot can no longer get moving, because with this Eight of Wands in reverse, that movement is put on hold until you can regain your balance and have a clear direction on where you want to go, clear perspective. Because if you're just, doing without real purpose, then you're just going to exhaust yourself and feel unfulfilled in the end. Abilities. One more for abilities. Justice. Yeah, you need to work with integrity and be just in your decision making, your actions. You need to regain balance, so that I know that you might not think this is you, but I do feel that this is you. And that's okay, because I'm the same way. Everybody goes through different phases during different times. It's just you have to regain the clarity. You have to regain the balance. And this is in your abilities position for this month. If you don't regain the balance and the clarity, you cannot move forward this month with what your dreams, aspirations, projects, anything like that. It will just be stuck in the muck. And it will feel unfulfilling if you don't regain your clarity on what you're even doing all of this for. Eight of Pentacles in reverse for love, passions, interest, Aries. Yeah, you're having a really hard time juggling, I feel like, love, work, and you're really focused on your success, but it's putting burdens on your stability, you're like not even confident in what you're doing right now. You're just trying to do it for the sake of doing it, for the sake of being successful in something. And the imbalance is, if you're miserable, your work will be subpar. Because this is in your love, passions, and interests. So this can be for a relationship or a job or a project or wherever your love, passions, and interests lie. If you're not balancing, if you're not doing something for the sake of your passions and what you love, then the success isn't going to taste good. If you can even get there. One more for love, passions, interests. And when you can figure out what your why is, when you can figure out what your why is in a balanced, clear perspective and move forward in that's when what you're moving towards will be success, and it'll be a new world, and it'll be possibly even marriage, because it's in the love, passions, interest position. Seven of Cups for the outcome. June, Aries, Seven of Cups. Yeah, whatever. If there's temptation by the end of the month, I tell you what, just be wary, because there's heartache there. They can't make it to that floating island. If someone's trying to pull your attention to something unrealistic, try to sit with what you already have and be like, wow, I built this for myself, and I'm not sure if I want to sacrifice that. And maybe, I feel like they will find understanding in that, Seven of Cups, Three of Swords. Knight of Swords. There's a lot of harsh clarity here. A lot of you're just gonna have to cut through to the truth, cut through the bullshit, and cut through any illusion or temptation that's gonna come about by the end of the mid to the end. And it might cause you some real mental pulling, because things, you have all these options and it's like pulling you in all these directions. You might be with an air sign, possibly a Gemini, because there's so many swords here. Let's see. Guilt, please. Guilt. Whoa. Wow. More swords. Okay. So, yeah, Aries, I feel like someone has you on guard in a mentally foggy space, and for an Aries, and it's bogging you down as well, because it's making your actions, it's keeping you from moving forward. It's keeping you from regaining your vision and your why, understanding why you're doing everything you're doing, what you love, what you're passionate for, everything like that, your visions. There's just a lot of too much in the head, and a little bit, you know, there's you being impulsive and just going on stuff that you're not fulfilled in. And then there's the other half that's like so much confusion and cloudy headspace, and it's keeping you from even finding your why and your success and your stability. I'm going to pull one medicine card for you, Aries. June. June for Aries, June 2020. 20, mouse. So get to the details of your why. Don't nitpick. It's good to be able to examine details closely and find clarity, but it's not good to nitpick and shred all of the details apart and obsess, which is, you know, this kind of energy here. You know, absorb the information and move on. Move on in clarity and trust in yourself. So, okay, Aries, I hope that helped, and have a wonderful month. I'll try to have your guys' weekly readings out. It was my birthday last weekend, so sorry this is late. Thanks for watching. Bye.